When you think of the most powerful person in the United States, chances are your mind goes to the president. Although that role is indeed one of great power, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person holding it is outrageously wealthy. Since 2001, the president's annual salary has been $400,000, not counting the $50,000 expense account, $100,000 travel expense account, and $19,000 entertainment account. That being said, $400,000 a year is still a lot of money, but there are presidents who are worth 10 times that. Presidents who own mansions, plantations, first edition books, and dare I say, casinos. Today, we're going to take a look at the richest presidents in American history. We'll find out exactly how they earned their money, what they achieved during their presidencies, and how they spent their wealth. Buckle up, because you might be surprised to learn that some United States presidents were a bit eccentric. 5. Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the U.S., had an estimated wealth of $132 million. Born into poverty in South Carolina, Jackson became a successful lawyer before entering politics. He distinguished himself as a military hero in the Battle of New Orleans during the War of 1812. Jackson amassed much of his wealth through his plantation, Hermitage, in Tennessee, which employed dozens of slaves. Additionally, he had a taste for luxuries, generously spending on whiskey, imported furniture, and constant improvements to his property. Jackson was known for his strong temper and extravagant lifestyle, including notorious parties at the White House. 4. Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, the 26th president, had a net worth of $139 million. Born into a wealthy family in New York, Roosevelt was educated at the finest schools and lived comfortably. From a young age, he traveled extensively throughout Europe and Africa, and was known for his adventurous spirit. After the deaths of his wife and mother on the same day, he secluded himself in the Dakota Territory, where he became a rancher. As president, Roosevelt was a progressive reformer and environmentalist, creating many national parks. His fortune came from substantial inheritances and his prolific career as an author, having written over 25 books. He spent his wealth on travel, cattle, and properties, including his famous residence at Sagamore Hill. 3. Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd president of the U.S., had a net worth of $236.8 million, but ended his life deeply in debt. Jefferson was born into a prominent family in Virginia and received an exceptional education, studying at the College of William and Mary. He began building his famous plantation, Monticello, at a young age, and continued to expand and improve it throughout his life. As the author of the Declaration of Independence and a fervent advocate for territorial expansion, he purchased the Louisiana Territory, doubling the size of the United States. Jefferson was a lover of the arts, science, and wine, spending fortunes on his book collection and French wines. However, his financial management was disastrous, leaving him with enormous debts upon his death. Keep watching the video to find out who the richest president in U.S. history is. You won't believe it! 2. George Washington. George Washington, the 1st president of the United States, had a net worth of $587 million. Born into a wealthy family in Virginia, he inherited the Mount Vernon plantation from his half-brother. Washington expanded the property to 8,000 acres, making it one of the most productive in the country. He also operated the most profitable distillery in America, producing over 11,000 gallons of whiskey per year. As commander of the Continental Army, Washington played a crucial role in America's victory in the Revolution. His leadership and impeccable reputation led to his unanimous election as the 1st president. After his presidency, he returned to Mount Vernon, where he enjoyed a life of luxury, with an opulent mansion and numerous outbuildings, including magnificent gardens and impressive neoclassical architecture. 1. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the 45th president of the U.S., is the wealthiest president in American history, with a net worth of $2.1 billion. Born into a wealthy family, his father, Fred Trump, made a fortune in real estate. Donald followed in his father's footsteps, expanding the family business and investing in luxurious ventures. Known for his extravagant lifestyle, Trump owns properties around the world, including the famous Mar-a-Lago in Florida and Trump Tower in New York. In addition to his real estate ventures, he diversified his brand to include consumer products and entertainment, such as the TV show, The Apprentice. Trump lives surrounded by luxury, with a fleet of planes, helicopters, and high-end cars. His fortune and media notoriety helped launch a political career that culminated in the presidency, where his style and wealth continued to be topics of public interest. These presidents not only held great political power but also amassed considerable fortunes, each in a unique way and influenced by their respective times and circumstances. That's it for today's video. Let us know in the comments if you were aware of this information about the richest presidents in the United States. Did any of them surprise you? Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and click the bell icon to never miss a new post. See you here again tomorrow.